My brother once decided to plug everything imaginable into a single power strip to keep his room organized. Unsurprisingly, the circuit overloaded, leaving us with a fried power strip, no electricity, and even a small fire. That incident taught me a valuable lesson. Not everything can or should be plugged into a power strip, no matter how convenient it seems. With that in mind, let me share 10 items you should never plug into a power strip. Number 1. Extension cords. Chaining extension cords with a power strip, also known as daisy chaining, is a recipe for disaster. Imagine stacking too much weight on a single rung of a ladder; it's bound to collapse. Similarly, when you connect multiple cords or power strips together, the electrical load can exceed their capacity, leading to overheating, melting, or even electrical fires. Voltage drops are another concern. With every additional connection, the electrical current weakens, causing devices to run inefficiently. This isn't just bad for your electronics, but also a potential shock hazard for you. Daisy chaining also creates more points of failure. If one connection is faulty, the entire chain can short circuit, posing risks to both your devices and your home. Instead of chaining cords, use a single, appropriately rated extension cord or surge protector for the job. And remember, extension cords are a temporary fix, not a substitute for proper wiring. Your safety and your devices are worth the extra effort. Number 2. Coffee makers. Your morning cup of joe could cost you more than you realize, especially if you plug your coffee maker into a power strip. Coffee makers are designed to heat water rapidly, which requires a significant amount of electricity. Most home coffee makers consume around 1,300 watts per hour while in operation, which is a heavy load for a standard power strip. When multiple high-wattage appliances are connected to the same strip, the power demand can easily exceed its capacity. This overload generates heat, potentially causing the power strip to fail, melt, or even ignite a fire. Additionally, coffee makers often run continuously for minutes at a time, further increasing the stress on the circuit. To avoid these risks, always plug your coffee maker directly into a dedicated wall outlet. This ensures a stable power supply, reduces the chance of overloading your strip, and keeps your kitchen safe. Remember, a great cup of coffee isn't worth compromising the safety of your home. Number 3. Hair dryers and curling irons. Hair dryers and curling irons may be your go-to tools for a perfect hairstyle, but plugging them into a power strip is a dangerous gamble. These devices are designed to generate heat quickly, which requires a ton of electricity. Most hair dryers consume between 1,200 and 1,875 watts. That's a huge demand on any power source, let alone a power strip. Each time you switch one on, it causes a power surge that stresses the strip's capacity. Over time, this can lead to overheating, melting, or even sparking, none of which you want happening in your home. Power strips are meant for low-energy devices like laptops or lamps, not high-wattage appliances. Plus, if other devices are plugged into the same strip, you're risking a total overload, which can trip your breaker or start an electrical fire. To stay safe, always plug hair dryers and curling irons directly into a wall outlet. This ensures they receive a stable power supply without straining your home's electrical system. Remember, a great hairstyle isn't worth the risk of a fire hazard. Number 4. Aquariums. Your fish tank might seem like a serene oasis, but behind the glass is a hidden energy consumer and a potential safety hazard. Aquarium heaters, filters, and lights may quietly draw more power than you expect. For instance, heaters often operate between 50 and 300 watts, running for hours to maintain water temperature. Filters and lighting systems can also run continuously, adding to your energy bill over time. But energy usage isn't the only concern. The combination of water and electricity is inherently risky. Over time, the insulation on submerged equipment can degrade, leading to leaks of stray voltage into the water. While the fish may not feel it, a faulty setup can pose an electrocution risk when you touch the tank. To minimize risks, use equipment with proper insulation, routinely check for any signs of wear, and ensure all devices are connected to GFCI ground fault circuit interrupter outlets. This simple step can prevent electrical shocks and safeguard your aquatic paradise. Protect your tank, your home, and your wallet with thoughtful precautions. Number 5. Power tools. These power tools may seem straightforward to use, but they pack a punch when it comes to electrical demand. Tools like these often have motors that spike the electrical load when they start up, similar to hair dryers or high-wattage appliances. These sudden power surges can easily overwhelm a standard power strip, which isn't designed to handle such high demands. If the strip's capacity is exceeded, it can overheat, trip a circuit breaker, or even cause a fire. Many power strips aren't rated for the kind of heavy current that tools like drills or saws require, especially during startup when the amperage peaks. Additionally, using a power strip adds resistance to the circuit, potentially leading to voltage drops that can reduce the performance of your tools. For safety and efficiency, always plug high-demand tools directly into a wall outlet. If extension cords are necessary, make sure they're heavy-duty and rated for the tool's amperage to prevent overheating or performance issues. Stay safe and keep your tools running smoothly. Number 6. Microwaves and toasters. While microwaves and toasters might seem like simple kitchen gadgets, but they're power-hungry appliances designed to generate intense heat. Microwaves can draw up to 1,800 watts of electricity, and toasters aren't far behind. This kind of heavy electrical demand is too much for a standard power strip, which is only designed to handle lower wattage devices like lamps or chargers. Plugging one of these appliances into a power strip risks overloading it. When overloaded, the strip can overheat, trip your circuit breaker, or even spark a fire. Additionally, microwaves and toasters operate with spikes in current demand, which can strain the strip's wiring or cause damage over time. To avoid these risks, always plug these appliances directly into a dedicated wall outlet. Not only does this protect your power strip, but it also ensures the appliances operate safely and at their full efficiency. When it comes to breakfast, it's better to be safe than sorry. Number 7. High-powered appliances. Big appliances are energy guzzlers, and power strips simply aren't designed to handle the immense power they require. Using a power strip to operate these devices can cause overheating, tripped circuits, or even fires, making it a serious safety hazard. Space heaters are notorious for their high energy consumption. These compact but powerful devices draw substantial electricity to generate heat quickly, often exceeding the capacity of a standard power strip. The excessive power demand can cause the strip to overheat, potentially melting the components and sparking a fire. Additionally, their constant heat production further elevates the risk. For safety, space heaters should always be plugged directly into a dedicated wall outlet. Air conditioners are another major offender. These units rely on robust electrical currents to keep your home cool, especially during scorching summer months. Power strips are not equipped to handle this sustained high load, increasing the likelihood of overheating or even damaging the appliance. Plugging an air conditioner into a wall outlet ensures it gets the steady, uninterrupted power supply it needs to function efficiently. Number 8. Medical equipment. CPAP machines and oxygen concentrators are life-saving devices that demand reliable and consistent power. These machines are designed to deliver critical therapy without interruptions, which makes plugging them into a power strip a potential hazard. Power strips can be unpredictable. They're prone to overloading and may not provide the stable voltage needed for such sensitive equipment. In worst cases, an overloaded power strip could trip a circuit, interrupting therapy and putting the user at risk. Dedicated power solutions, like backup batteries or power stations, are the best option for these devices. These solutions provide consistent, uninterrupted power even during outages, ensuring therapy continues safely. Modern options like the Pilot 12 Lite battery pack are portable and designed specifically for medical devices, combining convenience with reliability. When it comes to medical devices, always prioritize safety. Plug them directly into a wall outlet or a dedicated backup power source. This simple precaution can mean uninterrupted therapy and peace of mind, whether you're at home or on the go. Number 9. Refrigerators and freezers. Ever heard a fridge hum? That's the sound of its compressor working hard to keep your food fresh and your drinks cold. But that steady hum isn't just noise, it's a sign of a high, consistent power draw. Refrigerators need a stable power supply to function properly, which is why plugging them into a power strip is a risky move. Power strips are not built to handle the heavy electrical load refrigerators require. When the compressor kicks on, it draws even more power, which can easily overload the strip. This overheating can damage the strip, trip your circuit breaker, or even create a fire hazard. Worse yet, connecting a fridge to an inadequate power source can cause stress to the compressor. Voltage fluctuations from a power strip may lead to overheating or even compressor failure, leaving you with spoiled food and costly repairs. Always plug your refrigerator directly into a dedicated wall outlet. This simple step ensures your fridge operates safely and efficiently, keeping your food and your peace of mind intact. Number 10. Washers and dryers. While it might sound like common sense, you'd be surprised how often people plug heavy appliances like washers and dryers into power strips. These appliances consume large amounts of power to run their motors and heating elements, drawing far more electricity than most power strips are designed to handle. When you attempt to use a power strip, you're putting not just the strip at risk, but also the appliance itself. Washers and dryers can cause significant voltage fluctuations, particularly during startup when their motors require a surge of power to begin operating. A power strip, which is not built for such high loads, can overheat or fail entirely, creating a potential fire hazard. The strip may also trip frequently or short-circuit, leaving your laundry half-finished and risking damage to your appliance's electrical components. To ensure safety and efficiency, always plug heavy-duty appliances like washers and dryers directly into a wall outlet on a dedicated circuit. This simple practice protects both your home's electrical system and the longevity of your appliances. Let's go over a few questions and answers that I think everyone should most definitely know about power strips. 1. Can I plug a phone charger into a power strip? Absolutely. Phone chargers draw minimal power and are perfectly safe for power strips. 2. Are power strips and surge protectors the same thing? Nope. Surge protectors guard against voltage spikes, while power strips simply provide extra outlets. 3. How can I tell if my power strip is overloaded? Signs include a warm or hot strip, flickering lights, or tripped breakers. If you notice any of these, unplug some devices ASAP. 4. Is it safe to use power strips long-term? Power strips are designed for temporary use. For permanent setups, consider installing additional wall outlets. 5. What should I look for in a safe power strip? Go for UL-listed strips with built-in surge protection and a resettable circuit breaker. Always check the wattage rating.